So a workers' compensation lawyer might help your case in many different ways, and we'll start at the beginning. One of the most important things that a workers' comp lawyer does is making sure your claim, your case, is properly memorialized, we call it, which means it's another way of saying making sure that you were put on workers' compensation officially, that it's recognized in a way that's spelled out in the law, and it's recognized in a way that is written in stone, meaning the insurance company can't ever turn around and then deny your claim or say you're no longer entitled to workers' compensation. And that is just one example of something that not only the average person, but even the average lawyer, if they don't do a lot of workers' comp, wouldn't know how to do and wouldn't know if they're being treated correctly, meaning is their claim properly memorialized or not. Usually within 30 seconds of you coming to my office or meeting with me on Zoom, I can figure that out for you. And if not, we can certainly figure it out within a matter of days by checking with the Department of Labor and seeing what documents the insurance company has filed about you and your injury and your claim. And we can interpret those documents and know fairly quickly whether your claim was properly memorialized and if they're treating you correctly, or if not, and we know what to do immediately. So that's just one reason and one way that a lawyer would help you, and it's a good idea to have a workers' compensation lawyer. These examples just continue on with the life of your case. Obviously, while you're disabled, you're entitled to weekly benefits, but at some point, you may find that they stop paying you for whatever reason, or no reason sometimes. And what do you do in that situation? Well, your lawyer would know right away and can advise you and rectify it. Or they may come a time where you're sent to a doctor that the insurance company tells you have to go to. And that doctor quite often can and will say that he or she feels you can go back to work, that you're no longer disabled. And as you can imagine, there are a lot of times when you really are still disabled. Now the insurance company sends you, either terminates your benefits outright or sends you a notice that there's a court date to terminate your benefits based on Dr. So-and-so's opinion. And that's not the time when you want to start thinking about hiring a lawyer. Ideally, you want to have a lawyer before that who explains to you when you get that IME notice what to do, what it means, and what other things you should be doing to protect yourself if this is a case where you're still disabled, but the employer is going to take the position you're not and going to rely on their doctor versus your doctor. So that's another example of why having a lawyer who knows how to maneuver within the system and what to do to make sure you're prepared ahead of time so you're not dealing with the problem when it's too late or when they're already trying to terminate your benefits. Lastly, as it relates to other benefits you might not even know you're entitled to, and even if you do, you may not know how to get them, like scarring benefits or disfigurement benefits. You may know that you're entitled to them, but you may not know how much is your scar or burn or disfigurement worth. I see a lot of people, unfortunately, that don't hire a lawyer come to me having already signed on the dotted line for a certain amount of money for, a scar or a burn. And I can see very quickly that they really didn't get as much as they should have. The reasons go on and on in terms of how we as workers' comp lawyers help you, and also why it's a good idea to have us from the beginning.